Change. It's a word that many of us hear often, but how many of us actually know how to do it? We talk about change all the time, changing habits, changing careers, changing our mindset. But how many of us take consistent action toward making those changes? The truth is, changing your life begins with the decision to change. Most people wait for the perfect moment to change their lives. They wait until everything aligns perfectly, until the circumstances are right, or until they feel ready. But the reality is, there's no perfect moment. The right moment is always now. So, what does it take to change your life? It all starts with one key decision. You have to decide that you are ready to make a change, even if you're scared, even if it's hard, and even if you don't have everything figured out yet. The first step in changing your life is changing your mindset. Your thoughts shape your reality. What you think about consistently is what you create in your life. If you constantly focus on the problems, the obstacles, and the things that are wrong, your life will reflect that. But if you choose to focus on solutions, growth, and progress, your life will shift in that direction. Changing your mindset isn't about ignoring the challenges you face. It's about choosing to see them as opportunities for growth rather than as barriers. You can't control everything that happens to you, but you can control how you respond to it. The second step is setting clear, actionable goals. Many people fail to change their lives because they don't have a clear vision of what they want. If you don't know where you're going, any road will get you there. Setting goals gives you a direction and a purpose. It helps you stay focused and gives you something concrete to work toward. Once you have your goals, break them down into small, manageable tasks. Don't try to do everything at once. Start small, take one step at a time, and build momentum. Consistency is the key to making lasting change. Small actions every day will add up to big results over time. The third step is taking action. It's one thing to think about change, to talk about change, but it's another thing entirely to take action. Nothing changes without action, no matter how small the action. As long as you're moving forward, you're making progress. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Start now, even if it's uncomfortable. Comfort is the enemy of growth. You can't expect to change your life if you're not willing to get out of your comfort zone. The fourth step is embracing failure and learning from it. Change is not easy, and there will be setbacks along the way. Failure is a part of the process, not something to be feared. Every time you fail, you're learning something new. Failure is not a reflection of who you are, but a stepping stone to who you want to become. Don't let fear of failure stop you from taking action. Embrace it as a sign that you're pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone. The final step is commitment. Change takes time, and it's easy to get discouraged when results don't come as quickly as you want them. But the key is to stay committed to your goals, even when things get tough. The more committed you are to your vision, the stronger you'll be when faced with challenges. Change your mindset. Set clear goals. Take action. Learn from failure. And above all, stay committed. That's how you change your life. The one thing that all successful people have in common is consistency. Change doesn't happen overnight, and it doesn't happen because you try something once and then give up. Change is the result of persistent, consistent effort over time. The reason most people never achieve their goals is because they stop before they see results. The key to success is not in doing everything perfectly right from the start, but in showing up every day and giving your best. Think about it. Small efforts, when done consistently over time, create massive results. Whether it's learning a new skill, getting healthier, or building a business, those who succeed are the ones who stick with it, even when things get tough. Consistency builds momentum. The more you keep pushing, the easier it gets. It's easy to get discouraged when you don't see instant results, but true growth comes in the process, not the immediate outcome. What's important is that you're showing up. The progress you make today is laying the foundation for your success tomorrow. When you make a habit of showing up every day, even when you don't feel like it, you begin to build self-discipline. Discipline is the bridge between your goals and your achievements, and self-discipline is the key to making real change. It's easy to be motivated for a week or two, but it's the ability to continue working even when motivation fades that separates those who succeed from those who quit. The importance of setting boundaries. Another essential part of changing your life is learning to set boundaries. You cannot pour from an empty cup, and that applies not only to your energy, but to your time and focus. In order to change your life, you need to prioritize what truly matters. This means learning to say no to distractions, negative influences, and anything that doesn't align with your goals. Setting boundaries isn't about being rigid or selfish. It's about protecting your energy and your time so that you can invest it in the things that matter. You cannot allow everyone and everything to have access to your time, energy, and focus. You must create space for the things that help you grow, and that means saying no to things that drain you. Setting boundaries also means protecting your mental and emotional well-being. You can't allow negativity to take up space in your life. Negative people, toxic environments, or even negative thoughts can limit your potential and hold you back from achieving your goals. Part of changing your life is learning to protect yourself from things that don't serve your growth. Learning to let go of the past. Another powerful part of change is learning to let go of the past. Many of us hold on to past failures, regrets, and mistakes as if they define us, but your past does not define your future. The key to moving forward is letting go of what no longer serves you, be it negative experiences, limiting beliefs, or guilt about things you cannot change. We all carry baggage, whether it's emotional pain from past relationships, setbacks in our careers, or old beliefs that no longer serve us. But if you continue to drag this baggage with you, it will weigh you down. You cannot move forward in life if you're constantly looking back. Let go of the past and make room for new possibilities. Forgiving yourself is an essential part of the process. You are human and you will make mistakes. But those mistakes are not permanent stains on your character. They are learning experiences, and once you've learned from them, it's time to let go and move forward. Don't let past mistakes keep you from stepping into the person you're meant to become. Taking responsibility for your life. One of the most empowering things you can do is take responsibility for your own life. You are the only person responsible for your happiness, your success, and your future. The moment you stop blaming others for your circumstances and start taking full responsibility for where you are in life, you unlock your true potential. It's easy to blame external factors for our situations, our upbringing, our environment, or the people around us. But the truth is, you have control over your reactions, your choices, and your mindset. No one can take away your power unless you allow them to. The moment you take responsibility for your actions and decisions, you begin to take back control of your life. Taking responsibility also means acknowledging that change doesn't happen by accident. You have to actively decide that you want something different for yourself, and you have to put in the effort to make that change happen. The power to transform your life is in your hands, but it requires consistent, conscious effort every day. The role of mindset in a change. Your mindset plays a huge role in changing your life. If you don't believe that change is possible, then you'll never make the necessary changes. Your thoughts shape your reality. If you believe you're stuck, that you're not capable, or that things will never change, then that's exactly what you'll experience. But if you start believing that change is possible, that you have the power to create your own reality, then you begin to open the door to new possibilities. Developing a growth mindset is key to changing your life. Instead of seeing challenges as obstacles, see them as opportunities for growth. Every failure, every setback is an opportunity to learn and become stronger. The growth mindset is all about embracing challenges, learning from criticism, and persisting despite difficulties. When you develop this mindset, you no longer see failure as the end, but as part of the journey towards success. Taking action, not waiting for perfection. A big mistake many people make when trying to change their lives is waiting for everything to be perfect. They wait until they have all the answers, all the resources, and all the time they need. But perfection doesn't exist. If you wait for everything to be perfect before you take action, you'll never act. Perfectionism is just another form of procrastination. You don't need to know everything or have all the resources to begin. The most important thing is to take the first step, no matter how small. Action is what creates momentum. The more you act, the more you learn, and the more you move forward. Start where you are with what you have. Even small actions will lead to big changes over time. Living with intention. Living with intention is another essential aspect of changing your life. It's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day grind and go through the motions. But if you want to create a meaningful life, you need to live with purpose. Intentional living means making decisions based on your values, not on convenience or external pressures. When you live with intention, you align your actions with your goals. You don't waste time on things that don't matter. Every decision, every action is a step towards the life you want to create. Living with intention gives you clarity and focus, and it helps you stay true to your goals, no matter how tempting the distractions may be. The power of consistency. As mentioned earlier, consistency is key to making lasting change. When you commit to showing up every day, even when it's hard, you start to build momentum. The more consistent you are, the more progress you'll make. Success doesn't come from doing a lot at once. It comes from doing a little every day. In order to change your life, you need to develop the habit of showing up for yourself every day. Even when you don't feel like it, even when you don't see immediate results, just keep going. The results will come, but only if you keep moving forward consistently. The key is persistence. In order to change your life, self-awareness is crucial. You cannot change what you do not acknowledge. If you aren't aware of your habits, thoughts, and patterns, it's impossible to improve or break free from them. Self-awareness allows you to understand why you act the way you do and how to shift those behaviors in a positive direction. Take a step back and observe yourself. Notice the thoughts that arise, the reactions you have, and the choices you make on a daily basis. Are they aligned with your goals? Are they serving your best interests? Being honest with yourself is the first step to transformation. You can't improve without first identifying what needs to change. When you cultivate self-awareness, you start to see where you're holding yourself back. You begin to recognize the negative self-talk, the procrastination, and the fear that prevents you from moving forward. With this awareness, you can begin to take action to shift your mindset and your habits, moving you closer to the life you want. The power of resilience. Another key element in changing your life is resilience, the ability to bounce back from setbacks and challenges. Life is full of obstacles. It's not a matter of whether you will face adversity, it's a matter of how you will handle it. Resilience is what keeps you going, even when things get tough. Resilience is built over time through practice. It's the willingness to keep going despite the hardships. The more you face adversity head-on, the stronger your resilience becomes. You start to develop a mindset that says, I will not be defeated by this. I will rise above it. Resilience doesn't mean ignoring your feelings or pushing through everything without rest. It means acknowledging your emotions, accepting that challenges are part of the journey, and choosing to move forward with determination and a clear mind. When you develop resilience, you realize that setbacks are just stepping stones, not roadblocks. The role of gratitude in changing your life. While working toward change, it's easy to get caught up in what isn't going right, what you don't have, or what you've yet to achieve. But gratitude is one of the most powerful tools for shifting your perspective and creating lasting change. When you practice gratitude, you train your mind to focus on the positives in your life, which changes how you see the world. Gratitude doesn't just make you feel good in the moment, it changes your mindset long term. By appreciating what you have now, you open yourself to more abundance and growth. When you shift your focus from lack to abundance, you start to attract more of what you're thankful for into your life. Incorporating gratitude into your daily routine is simple. Take a moment each day to reflect on the things you're grateful for, whether they're big or small. This practice can shift your mindset from scarcity to abundance and from frustration to contentment, making it much easier to take the action required to change your life. Living authentically. One of the most powerful steps in changing your life is living authentically. So many people go through life wearing masks, pretending to be someone they're not, chasing goals that aren't their own, or living to meet the expectations of others. But living authentically means being true to who you are, embracing your values, your passions, and your desires without trying to fit into someone else's idea of who you should be. Living authentically also means embracing your flaws and imperfections. You don't need to be perfect to be authentic. In fact, your imperfections make you unique. When you live in alignment with your true self, you gain a sense of peace and confidence that cannot be shaken by the opinions of others. Authenticity leads to true happiness and fulfillment. It's easy to get caught up in the opinions and expectations of others, but remember, your life is yours to live, not theirs. Stop trying to meet someone else's standards and start living according to your own. When you make this shift, your life transforms in ways you never imagined. Breaking free from limiting beliefs. One of the biggest obstacles to change is our own limiting beliefs. These are the stories we tell ourselves about who we are and what we're capable of. Maybe you believe you're not good enough, not smart enough, or not worthy of success. These beliefs hold you back from achieving your full potential. To change your life, you must identify and challenge these beliefs. Ask yourself, is this belief true? Does it serve me? Often, limiting beliefs are simply stories we've created in our minds based on past experiences or societal influences. The truth is, you're not bound by your past, and you're not limited by what others think of you. Breaking free from limiting beliefs requires you to reframe your thinking. Replace those negative beliefs with empowering ones. Instead of thinking, I can't do this, try thinking, I'm capable of figuring this out. You are stronger, more capable, and more resilient than you give yourself credit for. Surrounding yourself with the right people. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If you want to change your life, you need to surround yourself with people who inspire, challenge, and uplift you. Negative people, toxic relationships, and people who constantly bring you down will hold you back. The right people will push you toward greatness. Seek out relationships that align with your values and goals. Find people who are supportive of your vision and who encourage you to grow. When you surround yourself with people who believe in you and your potential, their energy will lift you up and propel you forward. Taking bold action. Finally, change requires bold action. There will be moments when you feel doubt, fear, and uncertainty, but you must take action anyway. Taking bold action means stepping out of your comfort zone, making decisions that scare you, and moving forward even when the path ahead isn't clear. It's the willingness to take risks, even when you don't have all the answers. Success comes to those who take bold action. The more risks you take, the more you'll learn, and the more opportunities will present themselves. Don't wait for the perfect moment, because it doesn't exist. The perfect moment is right now. Step up, take action, and start building the life you deserve. To truly change your life, it's essential to embrace change with courage. Change is often met with fear and resistance, especially when it involves stepping into the unknown. But here's the truth. Staying in your comfort zone is the enemy of growth. You will never experience the life you dream of if you keep avoiding the discomfort of change. It's in the unfamiliar, the uncomfortable, and the challenging that you find the greatest opportunities for growth. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the willingness to move forward despite it. Every successful person you admire has had to face fear and uncertainty at some point, and yet they decided to take action anyway. They learned that the fear of not changing, of staying stuck, was far greater than the fear of the unknown. So, ask yourself, what fear is holding you back from making the changes you know you need to make? Identify it, face it, and then take that first step. The moment you take action, you will realize that the fear you feared the most was simply a mental barrier, not an obstacle that could stop you from moving forward. The power of habit. One of the most powerful ways to change your life is by creating powerful, positive habits. Our lives are shaped by the habits we consistently practice. It's not the big, occasional actions that lead to lasting change. It's the small, everyday actions. Habits compound over time. The small things you do every day, whether it's waking up early, exercising, reading, or practicing gratitude, add up and create the life you want to live. Start small, but start now. Don't try to overhaul everything all at once, as it can be overwhelming and discouraging. Instead, focus on building one positive habit at a time. Once that habit becomes ingrained, move on to the next one. Over time, these habits will transform your life in ways you can't even predict. The importance of patience. In a world of instant gratification, patience is often overlooked. We live in an era where we want everything immediately: success, wealth, recognition, comfort. But the truth is, real, lasting change takes time. It takes perseverance, consistency, and a willingness to keep going even when you don't see immediate results. It's easy to get frustrated when things aren't changing fast enough, but patience is a crucial ingredient in your journey of transformation. You don't have to see immediate results to know that you're on the right path. True success is built over time, and the foundation for that success is patience. Remember, the tallest trees take the longest to grow. Trusting the process. Change is a process, and processes take time. If you trust the process and stay consistent with your efforts, you will eventually see the results. The key is not to get discouraged during the process. The journey is just as important as the destination. Every step you take is a step closer to your goal, even if you don't see immediate progress. Trust that what you're doing is making a difference. The most successful people didn't get there overnight. They trusted the process and kept moving forward even when things seemed slow. The moment you start doubting the process is the moment you stop progressing. Stay focused, trust the journey, and keep pushing forward. Accountability and support. While changing your life is ultimately your responsibility, you don't have to do it alone. Accountability and support are essential for maintaining progress, whether it's through a mentor, a coach, a friend, or a community. Having someone to support you and hold you accountable can make all the difference. Surround yourself with people who believe in you, who challenge you to be better, and who push you to take action. These people will be there for you when you feel like quitting and will help remind you why you started. Find people who encourage you to stay on track, who celebrate your wins, and who help you navigate your challenges. But also, hold yourself accountable. No one can change your life for you. You must take responsibility for your actions and decisions. No one can push you harder than you can push yourself. Taking full ownership of your life. One of the most empowering things you can do is take full ownership of your life. Stop blaming circumstances, other people, or the world for where you are. You are the architect of your own life, and the moment you take full responsibility for it, you'll realize the sheer power you have to shape your future. Taking ownership means making decisions with purpose. It means understanding that your actions, your choices, and your mindset directly influence the direction of your life. If you don't like where you're at, it's time to make a change. The power to transform your life is always in your hands. Living with purpose. Living with purpose means having a clear vision of who you want to become and why. Without a purpose, life can feel aimless and you'll constantly feel lost. Purpose gives you direction. It tells you what to focus on, what to let go of, and what actions to take. When you have a purpose, you make decisions based on what aligns with that purpose. Purpose provides you with the fuel to keep going when things get tough. It's the reason you push through obstacles, keep striving when others give up, and stay true to your goals. A life without purpose is like a ship without a rudder, lost and directionless. Find your purpose. Live with intention and watch how it transforms every aspect of your life. The importance of reflection. Change also requires reflection. You need to reflect on your actions, decisions, and progress regularly. This helps you understand what's working, what's not, and where you need to adjust. Without reflection, it's easy to keep repeating the same mistakes and moving in circles. Reflection helps you grow. It allows you to see your progress and areas where you still need improvement. It's not about beating yourself up over past mistakes. It's about using those experiences to move forward with more wisdom and clarity. Embracing challenges as opportunities. One of the greatest mind shifts you can make is embracing challenges as opportunities. When faced with adversity, most people see it as something to avoid or escape from. But the Stoics understood that challenges are opportunities for growth. Every obstacle you face is a chance to become stronger, more resilient, and more capable. Don't shy away from challenges. When you encounter difficulties, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can this experience make me better? The people who are successful are those who embrace challenges, face them head-on, and use them to grow. Self-discipline is the backbone of any meaningful change in life. Without it, all the good intentions and dreams won't amount to much. Self-discipline is what helps you stay focused on your goals, even when distractions arise or when the initial excitement fades. It's about doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. It's easy to start something new when you're motivated, but motivation is fleeting. Discipline, however, is what keeps you going day after day, even when it feels hard. If you want to change your life, you have to start developing the habits that support your goals, and that requires discipline, whether it's getting up early, exercising daily, or working on your passion every night. Consistency will make all the difference. Start small. Don't expect to be perfect from day one. Build your self-discipline gradually, one step at a time. You'll find yourself doing things without needing constant reminders or motivation. I think the key is to stick to it, even when it feels like there's no immediate payoff. Letting go of perfectionism. Perfectionism can be one of the greatest barriers to change. If you constantly wait for the perfect moment or for things to be just right, you'll never take action. Perfectionism often holds us back, making us feel like our efforts aren't good enough. But in reality, waiting for perfection is just another form of procrastination. To change your life, you need to let go of the need to get everything perfect. Progress is better than perfection. The moment you accept that mistakes and imperfections are part of the process, you'll free yourself from the chains of perfectionism. You don't need everything to be flawless to start moving forward. Embrace the messiness of progress and focus on taking action. As you move forward, the pieces will start to come together. The importance of self-acceptance. Self-acceptance is crucial in the journey of change. You cannot change who you are without first accepting who you are. Too many people try to change their lives because they feel like something is wrong with them or they don't feel good enough. But real change begins when you embrace yourself, flaws and all. The key to self-acceptance is understanding that you're not perfect, and that's okay. You don't have to have it all figured out to start. In fact, it's your willingness to accept yourself as you are right now while working towards your future self that will help you make real progress. When you accept yourself, you free yourself from the constant cycle of self-criticism and comparison to others. Don't try to change for anyone but yourself. The opinions and expectations of others can hold you back, but you have to ask yourself, who am I changing for? If the answer is anyone but you, it's time to refocus. Change should come from within, driven by your own desires, passions, and goals. When you embrace who you are, you gain the clarity and confidence to take the next steps forward. Fostering gratitude for what you have. One of the quickest ways to change your life is to practice gratitude. Gratitude shifts your perspective. It turns your focus from what's lacking in your life to what's abundant. Gratitude is a powerful tool to help you see the blessings you already have, and it helps you stay grounded during your journey of transformation. Start by making it a habit to be thankful for what you have, no matter how small. Every morning, take a moment to reflect on the things you're grateful for, whether it's your health, your family, your job, or even just a good cup of coffee. When you start each day with gratitude, you set a positive tone for everything that follows. Gratitude is not only about being thankful for the good things, but it's also about finding lessons in the challenges you face. Even in tough times, there is always something to be grateful for. When you change your mindset to one of gratitude, you begin to see the opportunities for growth in every situation. Overcoming fear and doubt. Fear and doubt are two of the biggest obstacles to change. They will make you hesitate, second-guess your decisions, and keep you stuck in a state of inaction. But the truth is, fear is a natural part of the process. Every time you're about to make a change, fear will show up. But the more you face it, the less power it has over you. The key is to stop letting fear control your decisions. Instead of letting it paralyze you, use it as motivation to take action. Fear is telling you that you're about to do something outside of your comfort zone, and that's exactly where growth happens. Fear is a sign that you're on the right path. The more you step into the unknown, the more confident you'll become. Fear is not the enemy. It's a sign of progress. Don't let self-doubt hold you back either. Many people fail to change because they don't believe they are capable of achieving their goals. But the truth is, you are more capable than you think. Doubt your doubts and take action anyway. Each step you take will prove to you that you're stronger and more capable than you realize. And don't let self-doubt stop you from moving forward, building your vision for the future. If you want to change your life, You need a clear vision for the future. Where do you want to go? What kind of life do you want to build? If you don't know where you're going, you'll never get there. Your vision acts as a roadmap for your journey. It gives you direction and purpose. It helps you stay focused when distractions arise. Take some time to sit down and create a vision for your life. Write down your goals, your dreams, and the kind of person you want to become. The more specific you are about your vision, the clearer your path will become. When you know where you're going, every decision you make becomes easier. You'll know whether it takes you closer to your goals or farther away. Building the life you want, changing your life, requires you to take full responsibility for the life you want to create. No one else is going to do it for you. You are the architect of your destiny, and the power to change your life is already in your hands. It's not about waiting for circumstances to change. It's about creating your circumstances through your actions and decisions. Every day, you make a choice. You choose how you respond to the challenges life throws at you. You choose whether to take action toward your goals or let fear hold you back. You choose whether to stay stuck in old patterns or embrace new opportunities for growth. The life you want is already within your reach, but it's up to you to grab it. Final thoughts. Change isn't easy, and it doesn't happen overnight, but with consistency, focus, and a willingness to face your fears, you can build the life you've always wanted. Change starts with one decision. The decision to take action, to move forward, and to never give up. You have everything you need to change your life. Now it's time to take the first step. You have everything you need to change your life right now. The only thing standing between you and the life you desire is the decision to take action. The future you envision is within your grasp, but it's up to you to step forward and claim it. The power to transform your reality is in your hands. No more waiting, no more hesitation. The life you've always dreamed of is waiting for you, but only if you take the first step. Every action you take today is a brick in the foundation of the life you'll build tomorrow. It's time to stop making excuses and start living with purpose. The journey of change begins now. Embrace it, own it, live it. Your future self is waiting for you to begin, and the first step starts today. If you're ready to stop wasting time and start creating the life you've always wanted, subscribe to this channel and join a community of like-minded individuals committed to personal growth and transformation. Together, we'll explore the tools, strategies, and mindsets that will help you change your life for good. Don't wait for a better time. The time is now. Hit the subscribe button and let's embark on this journey of growth and empowerment together. You have the power to change your life. Let's make it happen.